This is Rosemary. Good morning, YouTube. How are you? I hope well. I'm sorry, guys. I keep saying I'm not going to do a video today. I'm not going to do a video today. I'm going to let them chew on the other videos I have out, right? Anyway. But here I am again. Mrstlovelys. She's such a sweetheart. All I did was ask her about what tag are you talking about, you know. I did see Tom do a tag, and I did see somebody, but I didn't know that Mrstlovelys had started it, and she says, well, you've been tagged. So here I go. I've actually done this tag maybe twice in all the time that I've been on YouTube, and it's what 3 things you don't know about me. So I have to come up with 3 things that, you know, I've already said 6. So I'm trying to think of 3 other things, and I might have said this in my other videos, but to my new subscribers, here we go. When I wanted to start, I was young. I'm just kidding. I'm still young at heart. Anyway, I really have always wanted to teach, really all my life. Never thought I could because of the way that I learn. I learn visually. It takes a lot for me to learn something, and I know a lot of people think I'm just so smart, but no. I am, I guess. I shouldn't say that. I don't talk like that to my students. Why would I say that about myself? But anyway, so anyway, to make a long story short, I started teaching at a school that my church was starting, and I started very young. So I have been teaching for the last, or except for last year, but altogether, combined, I stayed at one school for 25 years and then came to California and taught another 4.5 years. I say 5. So altogether, I've been teaching for 30 years. So that's something you didn't know about me. And I will be 50 next year, March the 3rd. I don't know what we're going to do. I told Connie what I'd like to do at our 50th is for the first time together, go to an amusement park and walk through the turntables and take a picture of that. How amazing would that be? To be able to go through the turntables without having to slide through it, or tell the lady, you know, please let us go around, because, you know, I've never been able to walk through those things. Well, now I can, but before, I'm talking about when I was 400-something pounds, or 300-something pounds, or 200-something pounds, because we're so short to the ground that those turntables are right where our hips are at, and we couldn't get through, you know. Another thing you don't know about me is I was very self-conscious about my arms. Very, very, very self-conscious. I look back now and I wonder why was I so intimidated? And I know why. I'm going to tell you a little story about what happened to me about my arms. Because, you know, I don't do any of these videos without telling the story, right? I don't know why I'm being silly. I'm being way too silly. Anyway, I'm trying to get my coffee in so I can go exercise. It's so hot, I don't even want to exercise today. I'll be honest. Woo, confession time. It is too hot today. But anyway, I'm gonna do it. So the next thing is, I was at school and we always wore uniforms. And one of the girls decided, you know, as long as it had a collar, we were fine. You know, the rule was you had to wear a collar. And it was hot in Texas, and it gets very, very hot. And I had gone to do summer classes, and the teachers were all wearing sleeveless. So something inside me said, well, I'm going to wear sleeveless, you know. And so I bought all these shirts, all these white, because they had to be white or blue shirts. And I wore these shirts. I went and bought them and everything, and they were sleeveless. Well, I was told I couldn't wear sleeveless. And I said, why? All the other teachers are wearing sleeveless. And they said to me, well, because so-and-so noticed your arms and they don't look nice. They, it looks good on them, but it doesn't look good on you. And we just would prefer you to cover up your arms. And I know that a lot of you are going to say that's discrimination, and yeah. Not only was it discrimination, but it was also very hurtful, because the person that was saying that about me was like family. And so it really hurt me for a long, long time. And I was like shut down immediately. And I never wore sleeveless again, ever. So a couple of years ago, I did a video and said, I am free, I am free. And now I wear them proudly. I don't let anybody tell me what I am not capable of wearing. And I'm never going to let that happen to me again. So when my sister, I told her, begin doing it early. Be proud of them arms. They're your trophies. How far have you come to let a blouse that you enjoy wearing keep you from wearing it, or someone snarkling at you? Them days are long gone. Long gone. Unless the Bible does say that if I offend someone, but and that's how they came to me, by the way, with that scripture. But were they looking at how they were offending me? No. So anyway, let's get off that subject. But that's another thing that happened to me. And another thing that happened to me also with working, I also started working at 13. Mrstlovelys started working at 13. And I started working at the school. My first jobs, I had lots of jobs, but when you start out. But when I was in the 9th grade, when I was 13, I started cleaning apartments for old ladies. That's how, I'm a very clean person, and I thank those old ladies. Those old ladies, I'm going to tell you what happened to me. They, and I'm talking about old, I'm talking about like in the 80s. They taught me how to clean with vinegar and baking soda. The best products you could buy on, anywhere. Bleach, just plain old bleach and water. A toothbrush. I can take some stains out of anything. Oh, a pumpus. I think it's called pumpus. I can't think of what it's called. A pumice. It's a little, looks like a rock. Pumice. I always get confused. Anyway, to clean the brown in the toilets, You can't scrub too hard, because then you'll make grits in but you gotta kind of like very lightly go around there, and you can get all that ugliness. And you gotta use your hand. Can't use no glove. That's what the old ladies used to tell me. Anyway, and what else? Anyway, they're the ones that taught me how to clean, and of course my sister-in-law, she taught me a lot too. I have a sister-in-law in Brownsville that taught me a lot of, I would make the bed up, and she would unmake it. And I'd make it again, and she'd unmake it. She'd like, you're going to get this right. Seriously. But anyway, those kind of things, yeah, you're a kid, and you go, why is this happening to me? But you know what? They make you who you are. I say thank you to those people now. I really do. And one more thing. As I was growing up and learning how to work and stuff, I was in the 9th grade, and they would send me out to different jobs, kind of like a Kelly girl, but I was working for the actual school. I worked in my high school years, and they sent me out to work at a funeral home. So I've learned, I've worked in a funeral home, did not like it at all. They wanted me to stay quiet, which I'm not that type of person. And they wanted me to just sit there and type. You just sit there and type. And that's the way they told me. You just follow what she said. She's going to sit here, because I would have the people sit there, and literally, it was kind of like they were dictating me what they, what I had a form, and I would type. And these ladies were, all crying. Of course, they were sad. They had just lost, a family member. And it was so depressing. I think I lasted a week, and I couldn't do it anymore. I went to my counselor and said, please take me away from this. It was terrible. Of course, I found some other things happening there, and I can't reveal it on video, but I just was not happy there. Was not happy there at all. So, those are my 3 things. I have rambled all the way through. Of course, I had a story to say about each one of them, because that's what I do, I guess. Thank you so much for listening, and I think I'm supposed to tag some other people, but you know me, I'm tagging you. So if you've watched this, here you go. It's Mrstlovelys TAG, and I guess that's what we're going to call it. Mrstlovelys TAG. I love you guys, and I'll be back. Bye for now.